The cold vacuum of space stretched endlessly, dotted with stars that had witnessed countless civilizations rise and fall. Among them, a small alien fleet approached a pale blue planet on the edge of a forgotten spiral arm. They were curious, cautious, and more than a little arrogant. After all, their scanners had marked Earth as a long-dead world. According to records, humans had vanished hundreds of thousands of years ago. There was nothing to fear. Captain Vorath of the alien scout fleet narrowed his multifaceted eyes at the glowing blue sphere. "Sensors show residual energy readings," he said, his voice crackling through the comlink. "Weak life signatures, almost extinct. But there is something unusual. Massive structures beneath the surface. I do not recognize the scale." His first officer, Kirath, studied the data. "You mean buried cities? We've found ruins before. Nothing that could challenge us." Vorath's antenna twitched. "These readings are not ruins. They are active, dormant. Something lies waiting." The fleet moved closer, cautious but fascinated. From orbit, the planet seemed quiet. Oceans shimmered, mountains cast long shadows, and forests covered great stretches of land. No major civilizations were visible. Yet, beneath the ground, something stirred. The aliens had landed on one of the continents, stepping carefully through overgrown streets. Trees grew through the ruins of ancient buildings, their roots cracking stone. The air was thick with humidity, carrying the scent of moss and decay. Fossilized remnants of humanity were scattered everywhere, half-buried skeletons, tools, and strange machines whose purpose was unknown. One of the alien explorers, Tynar, crouched near a metal fragment that hummed faintly. "These devices, they are active. I detect energy pulses in a pattern. It is not random. It is deliberate." Kirath approached, peering at the readings. "Deliberate? After 500,000 years?" "Yes," Tynar replied. "They are waiting for something. Someone. These systems are enormous, far beyond anything we have seen. Their scale rivals entire fleets we've built." Vorath studied the subsurface scans. Massive shapes were hidden underground, buried beneath layers of earth and rock. The aliens realized with growing unease that they were looking at an ancient war fleet. Ships of incredible size and power lay dormant, shielded and preserved. Some were kilometers long, their hulls sleek and perfect, their energy cores alive but resting. "This is impossible," Kirath whispered. "Humans were weak. They could barely leave their planet." Vorath did not answer immediately. Instead, he ordered the fleet to retreat slightly. "We proceed with caution. We do not know what we have awakened." Deep underground, hidden in massive hangars carved into the bedrock, the warfleet began to stir. Lights blinked on in the darkness, illuminating the hulls of ships that had not moved in 500,000 years. Artificial intelligence systems hummed to life, performing routine checks. Energy shields flickered, engines glowed faintly, and weapons calibrated themselves silently. One of the fleet's AI cores activated fully, scanning the alien intruders above. It detected life forms, measured their strength, and assessed their intentions. Then it broadcast a simple command to the surface defense drones: investigate. Neutralize, if hostile. Above ground, alien sensors went wild. Tiny drones from the war fleet lifted from hidden bays, moving faster than any alien craft, scanning the intruders with precision. Vorath ordered evasive maneuvers, but it was already clear. The planet was not abandoned. Something was alive, waiting, and very much ready. Meanwhile, the aliens explored the ruins, hoping to understand the civilization that had created such hidden power. They found libraries of knowledge preserved in crystalline storage devices. Holographic star maps showed galaxies and systems unknown to current civilizations. Advanced robotics moved slowly, performing maintenance even after 500,000 years. Tynar examined one of the devices carefully. "These records, they are incredible. Humans were not just builders. They were explorers, Scientists. Warriors. Their knowledge surpasses anything we know. Entire fleets, weapons, energy systems, all stored here. Untouched for hundreds of thousands of years. Kirith frowned. And yet they vanished. Why? Did they destroy themselves? Vorath shook his head. We cannot know. What matters now is what is left. And what is left is powerful. Far more powerful than we expected. Back in orbit, sensors picked up movement. Something massive was emerging from underground. Alien ships scanned the surface frantically. Captain! I detect large craft moving! Kirith shouted. They are enormous. We cannot match them. Vorath's antennas twitched. Hold your positions. Do not attack. Observe. We are not the hunters here. We are intruders. Suddenly, a massive warship rose from a hidden hangar, its hull glinting in the sunlight. More ships followed. Dozens. Then hundreds. The alien fleet watched in awe and fear as Earth's sleeping war fleet awakened. Each ship's AI systems assessed the intruders, deploying defensive drones and energy shields. The scale of the awakening was unlike anything the galaxy had seen in millennia. The aliens tried to communicate, sending signals of peace and curiosity. But the war fleet responded with coordinated maneuvers, cutting off escape paths and demonstrating their tactical advantage. Weapons systems calibrated, but no shots were fired yet. The human's legacy was in the warning itself. On the surface, the alien reconnaissance team froze. One of the drones hovered close to a ruined city square, projecting a hologram of a human figure. The figure's image was commanding, confident, and unwavering. It spoke in a language the aliens did not understand, but the meaning was clear. Trespassers had been detected, and the planet's defense was active. Tinar stepped back. They are alive. Somehow the humans are still functioning. Not physically, but their systems, their intelligence. It is awake. Kirith's eyes widened. We underestimated them. Entirely. Records were wrong. Humans are not extinct. They have been waiting. And now, we are in their path. Vorath made a decision. Pull back. Return to orbit. Observe. But do not provoke. If they are awake, we must respect their power. We were foolish to think this would be easy. As the alien fleet moved to safer orbit, deep underground, humans in stasis chambers stirred slightly. Systems regulating their life support monitored the reactivation of the war fleet. In their sleep, they were unaware of the exact events above. But their instincts, honed over millions of years, began to awaken. One AI system transmitted a subtle pulse through the network. Life detected. Threat assessed. Initiate partial activation sequence. Prepare for full readiness in T-50 hours. Above, the aliens could see the first signs. Lights blinking across massive hangars, hangar doors sliding open, and defense drones mobilizing. It was clear that Earth's defenses were not only active, they were intelligent, coordinated, and prepared. The alien captain, Vorath, realized the truth. We may have stumbled onto a force older and wiser than our entire civilization. Retreat. Study. Learn. And pray that we are not the first to provoke them fully. Night fell over the forests and cities. But underground, lights continued to glow. Earth's war fleet had awakened after 500,000 years of silence. Its human creators were still gone or sleeping, but their legacy, their genius, and their power were alive. The planet was no longer empty. The galaxy was about to learn, once again, that humanity could never be underestimated. And so, the first act of an interstellar encounter ended not with a battle, but with awe, fear, and a rising tension. Above, aliens wondered what lay ahead. Below, machines moved silently, preparing for the humans' inevitable return. The galaxy, for the first time in hundreds of thousands of years, remembered Earth not as a lost world, but as a sleeping giant. Deep underground, the Earth's war fleet was fully awake. The hum of energy cores and the soft glow of lights filled massive hangars. Machines that had waited in silence for 500,000 years now moved with purpose. Automated maintenance drones flew through corridors, checking every system. Sensors scanned the skies, mapping every ship, every alien signal. The humans had left long ago, but their creations were ready. In the central command chamber of the largest ship, the main AI awakened fully. Its voice, calm and precise, echoed through the empty corridors. Life detected. Threat assessment. High. Human crew revival. Initiating sequence. Stasis chambers hissed open, releasing clouds of sterilized air. Inside, humans emerged slowly. Muscles stiff. Minds foggy at first, but instincts sharpened immediately. These were not ordinary humans, they were trained warriors, scientists, and engineers. Generations had been preserved, prepared for a galaxy far larger than the one they had left. Captain Alara Voss was the first to awaken. Her eyes adjusted to the soft lights, and she stood, scanning the chamber. Around her, others were already rising, some checking weapon systems, others studying the holographic displays that showed the alien fleet above. "Status report," she said, her voice calm but commanding. The AI responded immediately. "Fleet is operational. Surface intrusions detected. Alien presence. Fleet above orbit. Threat level, unknown. Weapons ready. Defensive protocols active." Ilara's eyes narrowed. "Prepare all systems for engagement. We will not fire first, unless necessary. These intruders will learn we are not a forgotten species." Above, the alien fleet hovered uncertainly. Captain Vorath watched as Earth's warships rose from underground hangars. Hundreds of massive ships now orbited the planet, each one larger and more advanced than anything in the alien records. The aliens tried to send communication signals, but the human systems intercepted them instantly. Their translations were precise, but the humans chose not to respond with words. Instead, they moved. Drones lifted from hidden bays, scanning the aliens, measuring their movements. Shields flickered into life around the larger ships, projecting invisible barriers that the alien scanners could not penetrate. Alien weapons tests malfunctioned or were deflected harmlessly. Vorath realized, with growing unease, that Earth's fleet was not only awake, it was aware. It anticipated movement, adapted in real time, and executed strategies no alien had seen before. This is impossible," Kirath said. "They were supposed to be extinct. They cannot have survived. And yet, their technology is alive, intelligent, and deadly." Inside the main ship, Captain Alara Voss studied the alien fleet. The humans had access to maps of the stars, including routes and positions of known civilizations. They quickly assessed the aliens' capabilities, noting weaknesses, weapon ranges, and shield strengths. "We do not know their intent," Alara said to her officers, "but we will assume the worst. Prepare engagement protocols, but do not initiate unless fired upon. They will underestimate us. Let them." The humans deployed reconnaissance drones, tiny but fast, to monitor alien movements. The drones sent back live holographic images to the command chamber. The aliens were cautious but curious. They did not yet understand the scale of the threat below them. Ilara's tactical officer, Lieutenant Ren Kai, spoke quietly. "Captain, they are sending signals. I believe they want to communicate. They may not be hostile." Alara shook her head. "We are not here to negotiate. Observation only. Let them learn that humans are not to be trifled with." The first encounter occurred naturally. One alien ship descended too close to the atmosphere, attempting to scan the surface. Instantly, an Earth drone intercepted it. The drone projected a dazzling pattern of energy. Harmless, but overwhelming to alien sensors, the alien ship was forced to retreat, its systems struggling to process the unexpected defense. Vorath's antennas twitched nervously. "They are anticipating our actions." "How?" They have been gone for 500,000 years. How can they know our tactics? Kirith was silent, studying the screens. She had never seen anything like it. They are thinking, she whispered. This is not just technology. This is intelligence, deliberate intelligence. Above orbit, the humans tested other defensive measures. Energy barriers shimmered around their ships, creating zones that aliens could not penetrate. Drones moved in perfect coordination, intercepting any approach. The humans' tactical simulations ran in real time, adjusting to every move the aliens attempted. It was clear to the alien fleet. Earth was not weak. Earth was powerful. And the humans, though absent for 500,000 years, were ready to return. Deep inside the main command ship, humans began activating communication arrays. But unlike the aliens, humans chose strategy over diplomacy. Instead of sending words, they demonstrated their capabilities. Energy patterns formed in space, showing formations of ships moving in perfect harmony. Alien sensors recorded impossible maneuvers, shields that adapted instantly, and weapons that could target multiple objects simultaneously. The aliens were astounded. They are dancing, Kirith said in disbelief. It is a display of power, strategy, precision. They are teaching us what humans are. Vorath's fear grew. They are not extinct. They have returned. And they are magnificent. Meanwhile, in stasis chambers yet to be opened, scientists and engineers were scheduled to awaken next. The AI had begun preparing them, synchronizing memory uploads and tactical training sequences. Humans who awoke would immediately understand both the alien threat and the technologies they had left behind. Their knowledge of physics, engineering, and combat strategy far exceeded anything the aliens possessed. Captain Alara Voss walked through the corridors, observing the awakening humans. Soldiers trained instantly, checking weapons, running drills, and reviewing protocols. Scientists studied alien ships, calculating weaknesses and potential adaptations. Every human moved with purpose, yet with calm precision. There was no panic. They were trained for this moment, prepared for the galaxy they had left behind. Our people may have slept for hundreds of thousands of years, Ilara said to her officers, but our minds are awake. Our fleet is awake. Let the galaxy see what humanity can do. The first true test came when an alien scout ship attempted to approach one of the warships. It fired a small energy probe, expecting to collect data. Instead, the probe was intercepted mid-flight, neutralized by a precision drone. The drone returned to its ship without a single human input, a testament to the sophistication of the fleet's automated systems. Vorath watched in disbelief. Their defenses are alive. It reacts on its own. How? This is impossible, Kirith spoke quietly, almost to herself. They are not machines. They are an extension of the humans. The humans themselves. Their legacy lives in every system, every drone, every weapon. We are facing the mind of a species, not just its technology. As the humans observed, they realized the aliens were not immediately hostile. They were cautious, curious, and cautious again. This gave the humans the perfect opportunity to send a clear message. Without firing a shot, they demonstrated their fleet's power. Ships moved in complex formations, energy shields pulsed in rhythmic patterns, and defense drones created an invisible barrier around the planet. The aliens tried to respond, but every move they made was anticipated, countered, and rendered ineffective. Even their advanced weapons malfunctioned against the humans' adaptive shields. It was a display of intelligence, strategy, and raw capability that left the alien fleet in awe. After several hours of observation and testing, Captain Alara Voss made her first decision. She would not attack. Not yet. The humans' purpose was clear. They were here to reclaim their place, to remind the galaxy that humanity could not be ignored. Prepare for potential contact, she said. But do not engage unless necessary. Let them see our power. Let them understand who we are before we speak. Sometimes, the strongest words are actions. The AI acknowledged the command. All systems ready. Fleet readiness, 100%. Humans in command, active. Threat assessment ongoing. Above orbit, the aliens communicated among themselves. Vorath's voice was tense. We misjudged them. Every record was wrong. They are not extinct. They are perfection. How could a species vanish and leave such power behind? Kirath looked at the displays, studying the formations of the warships below. They are teaching us. Not just defending. Teaching. Humanity is showing its legacy. We are insignificant. The alien fleet slowly moved back, retreating to a safe distance. They realized that negotiation or diplomacy would come later. First, they needed to understand. First, they needed to survive. As night fell over Earth, the war fleet continued to activate systems. Humans trained, learned, and adapted to the current state of the galaxy. Sensors scanned nearby star systems. Communications were monitored. Ships tested engines and weapons. It was a quiet but intense preparation. Humanity had awoken, and the galaxy would never be the same. Captain Ilara Voss looked out of the command chamber viewport at the alien fleet. They see us, she said softly, and they will remember us. Humanity is awake, humanity is back. And far above, the alien fleet understood the truth. The humans they had thought extinct were not gone. They were alive, awake, and stronger than any record had ever suggested. A new era was beginning, a time when the galaxy would remember the name of Earth and the species that refused to be forgotten. The stars shimmered above Earth as the alien fleet hovered cautiously in orbit. Every captain, every soldier among them had learned one undeniable truth. Humans were no longer extinct. They were awake. They were organized. And they were far stronger than any record had suggested. Deep within the largest human warship, Captain Ilara Voss studied the holographic displays. Her fleet had awakened fully, and the humans now understood the aliens' technology, tactics, and potential weaknesses. This was the first true opportunity for humanity to reclaim its place in the galaxy, not through raw destruction, but by showing its ingenuity and courage. Lieutenant Ren Kai approached, nodding toward the screens. Captain, they are preparing weapons. I believe they are testing us, probing our defenses. Their intelligence is impressive, but they have never faced humans in combat. Ilara's eyes narrowed. Then let them probe. Let them learn quickly that humanity is not a species to underestimate. Prepare our formations. We move only when necessary. Our strength is in precision, coordination, and surprise. Above orbit, the aliens exchanged anxious signals. Captain Vorath's antennas twitched nervously. They are alive. Not just machines, but a system of intelligence, strategy, and power. They are coordinating on a level our records never predicted, Kirath whispered, watching the human fleet move. This is terrifying. They are thinking as one. Every ship acts independently, yet together as a single organism. How can this be? Vorath did not answer. He knew the truth. Humans had returned, and they were not here to beg, negotiate, or hide. They were here to remind the galaxy of their legacy. The first official demonstration of human might came without violence. A small alien scout ship attempted to approach a human vessel. Before it could reach the hull, a swarm of defense drones formed around it. Energy barriers shimmered in perfect geometric patterns, reflecting the alien sensors. The aliens fired a warning shot. The human fleet responded not with weapons, but with a display of unmatched strategy. Lights pulsed, formations shifted in perfect harmony, and the scout ship found itself trapped in a zone it could not escape. It was a warning. Humans were aware. Humans were ready. Humans were dominant. Vorath's antennas twitched. They are teaching us, not attacking, but showing their power. And yet, I feel we are already in danger. Kirath shook her head. This is not just a fleet. It is a mind. A civilization's mind. Awake again. Meanwhile, deep underground, additional humans were being awakened. Scientists, engineers, and strategists emerged from stasis, immediately syncing with the fleet's AI. Every new awakening increased humanity's coordination, intelligence, and capacity to act. In the command chamber, Captain Ilara Voss addressed the assembly of officers. We are awake at last. Our people, our fleet, our knowledge, all have survived. These aliens know little of what we can do. Let us show them that Earth's legacy is not a myth, and humanity is not extinct. The officers nodded, their expressions calm yet resolute. Training simulations had prepared them for this moment. Strategy boards displayed alien ship positions, energy outputs, and possible maneuvers. Every human was ready for immediate action. The aliens tried one more test. A cruiser moved closer to the atmosphere, firing energy probes intended to map human defenses. Within moments, a network of drones intercepted the probes, disabling them with non-lethal but highly effective electromagnetic pulses. Alien sensors were confused. Every calculation was countered, every probe neutralized. Vorath gritted his teeth. They anticipate everything. Every move we make is countered. Their technology is alive. Their tactics are alive. This is unlike anything we have faced. Kirath stared at the display. They are not just defending. They are teaching. And we are learning. Too late. Captain Ilara Voss made the decision that would define humanity's resurgence. She would not destroy the alien fleet. Not yet. Humanity's strength lay not only in weapons, but in intelligence, coordination, and demonstration. Deploy the formation, she said. We show our fleet, our strategy, and our power. Let the aliens understand that humans have returned, not to beg or hide, but to reclaim their place in the galaxy. Then, the human warships moved in perfect unison. Massive ships formed the shape of a human hand reaching outward. Drones zipped through the formations like sparks of light, creating patterns that the alien fleet had never seen before. Energy shields pulsed rhythmically, creating a visual and technological spectacle. Vorath watched in disbelief. It is art, but also a threat. They are telling us who they are without firing a single shot. The demonstration continued for hours. Humans deployed decoy formations, created holographic projections of additional fleets, and tested alien reactions with simulated maneuvers. The aliens realized that they could not win in a fight, not yet, and perhaps ever, against a species that combined ingenuity, adaptability, and raw power. Kirath turned to Vorath. We cannot fight them. Their weapons, tactics, and coordination surpass anything we know. If we engage, we will be destroyed. Vorath nodded grimly. Then we must retreat, or learn quickly. Humanity does not negotiate from weakness. They show their strength first, then choose if they will speak. After the display, a moment of silence hung in space. The humans had made their point. They had shown that they were awake, intelligent, and prepared. And yet, they had not fired a shot. This was not arrogance, it was strategy. They wanted the aliens to remember, to respect, and to understand that humanity's return was not a simple event. It was a declaration. On the alien ships, fear mixed with awe. No records, no historical accounts, had predicted this. Humans were not extinct. Humans were not weak. Humans were alive, awake, and extraordinary. Finally, Captain Ilara Voss activated the communication array. A single, calm, and precise message was sent to the alien fleet. We are awake. We are Earth. We are humans. Your presence is noted. Withdraw or be assessed. Your choice determines your fate. The aliens received the message in shock. No threats, no begging, no pleading, just clarity, authority, and confidence. Vorath's antennas twitched nervously. They are demanding respect. And yet, there is no anger. Only awareness. Kirith whispered, almost to herself. They are teaching us the difference between a species and a civilization. We are witnessing history. The alien fleet slowly moved back to a safe distance. They understood that any aggression would result in severe losses. The humans had demonstrated their intelligence, adaptability, and tactical superiority. Even the largest alien ships could not withstand the coordinated movements of the human war fleet. Deep underground, humans continued to prepare. New fleets were being activated, additional personnel emerged from stasis, and the AI worked tirelessly to synchronize every ship, every system, every soldier. Earth's defense was now fully operational and fully aware. Captain Alara Voss stood on the bridge, gazing at the stars. Humanity is awake, humanity is back, and the galaxy will remember us, not as a myth, not as a species that vanished, but as a civilization that endures, adapts, and rises. Lieutenant Renkai smiled. Captain, the aliens will think twice before underestimating humans again. They know now that Earth is not weak. Alara nodded. Yes. And when the time comes, we will decide the next step, not in anger, but with purpose. Humanity is not here to destroy. Humanity is here to reclaim what it has earned. Its place in the stars. The alien fleet, humbled and cautious, retreated further into space. Reports would be sent to other civilizations. Tales of a species thought extinct that had returned stronger than ever. Humans had shown courage, intelligence, and strength without firing a single shot. A true demonstration of power that demanded respect. Below, the warfleet continued its preparations. Drones flew, systems hummed, and humans trained. Every step, every calculation, every decision reinforced the truth. Humanity had returned. Humanity was awake, and the galaxy would never forget Earth again. Captain Alara Voss looked once more at the stars. We are the legacy of countless generations. We are humans, and we will rise. The Earth's war fleet lifted off in unison, forming patterns that stretched across the horizon, signaling not threat, but presence. Humanity had returned not as conquerors, but as a force of intelligence, courage, and hope. Above, the stars seemed brighter, as if acknowledging the awakening. A new era had begun. The era of humanity ascendant.